Tested was the damn Enterprise series.
Right.
Hello. Let me see if I have comments. Oh yes, we have 10 comments. Let me go back over here to see. AZ Drone Dude came in first. Hello, David. Good to see you. Jody Drone Shots. Good to see you as well. Y'all can see what I was talking about is the trailer this week was kind of Grateful Deadish. I don't know what made me go that direction. You saw I highlighted this particular web address here, Advocacy Alliance, and you take action. So there's a little area over to the side that kind of tells you where you can, how you can fill it out, how you can get a hold of your center. It even gives you a way to call them. Johnny Drone Flyer, good to see you, sir. Glad to have you in the house. Randy telling everybody hello, hello. And that's what I have. We have 4 people here. Well, thank you, everybody, so far that's here. I know that Angel and Ron are coming. Ron said he's watching the Phillies play. So I'll talk a little bit more. Let's see. Let's go ahead and I will bring up, let's just go over what everybody else has gone over first. Oh, I could do this. Let me do this. Let's just do this. Okay. Everybody's like, what is he doing now? He's running in circles again, man. DJI. We'll just look at this for a minute and go, oh. Here we go.
I think you're muted, Bill.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
I seen your lips moving, but I heard no words.
Let's just do. We'll do that. We'll watch this. You ready? Where's the share? I got to do this. Here we go. All right, we'll just do this for a while. For all the naysayers that said it was coming out in November, take 90 days. Okay, so before I get into any of the details, or go into any of the details, we'll leave that down there. I guess can I mute it? Is it muted? Yeah, mute. We'll just let it run. Okay, did it hit mute? There we go. Yeah, I can hear it though. Still, that's ridiculous. Anyway, can you still hear it, Randy?
No.
Okay. Anyway, cool. It's at least muted for you guys. I can still hear it in the background. Let's see who else has come in. Oh, Bob Casey, good to see you, sir. Thank you very much. Free the drones. United we drone. Yes. And as you can see, where I'm like again, I will go back up here and highlight this once again. This is the Drone Advocacy Alliance Take Action button. You get in there, it will help you find out which center do you need to contact. Although they're in subcommittee right now, you all need to remember that reconciliation between 2 bills it's like a barter thing. There could be one thing. Another thing that has to do with this that we really need to pay attention to is when it's actually finished and approved and signed. Whether it could be potentially a different administration, and I'm not sure how a different administration would view this. I'm not sure they might not want to put it back to the forefront, especially if they had control of said houses. So we need to stay on this, stay alert on this, and start telling these people, like I said, click that link, keep going. I do believe Bob Dempsey said that Chuck Schumer was on the subcommittee, so you can actually email or call Chuck Schumer, Bob Dempsey. I mean, all farts from drones. So you can email Chuck Schumer and let him know that you're really against all this, everything. I was looking to see if there's anybody new that had come in. Oh, John Coopy saying FPV is dead. I think we're okay on FPV. I really wish Ron was coming in here. How much do you know about the Hey, Charlie. Hey, good to see you, Charlie. Good to see you. You put on a good show tonight. It's cool to see you. Yeah, I think we're cool. Schmuck Schumer. Hey, anything that can keep our drones flying. Think about it. Anything that can keep our drones flying. I'll whatever, because it's not just him on the committee. We got to convince all of them. Hey to everybody. Let's see. I fly more FPV than a camera. Yep, makes sense. I'm doing my Coke plug. Sorry. Okay. But what I was wanting to ask about, how much does people know about the Enterprise series, and more directly the low data mode? anybody that might have access to those drones or know more about those drones. Is it only on? Is it on all the drones? Because I've been looking at this FTI cybersecurity assessment when they, and from what it says, it only lists one specific drone, the Mavic 3 Enterprise Thermal. Okay, and the application that it's talking about is the DJI Pilot 2 firmware. Nowhere in here have I seen list of the other drones. And as we all know, our drones, especially the consumer drones, do not use these platforms. So I'm trying to wonder if and I'm not trying to be a pessimist here because it very well could come back to haunt us down the road. So I'm curious. Let me go ahead. I can share this, I do believe. I've got to kill that page. It's driving me nuts. The DJI page was playing in the background. And I was like, oh, no, no, no. Okay, I get it. I want to buy. Oh, let me ask you this real quick. I didn't see anything about a variable aperture anywhere. Did you?
No, and that really,
That,
I'm
that,
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the Air 3S period.
so that cuts you out completely, right?
Yeah, I was hoping for 5.2K. I was
Right,
hoping for at least 20 megapixel photos, not no pixel bin, 50 megapixel, 12 megapixel.
right.
A variable aperture. I just, me personally, I don't see it. It's very cool, and I would love to have one, but it's not enough of an upgrade, in my opinion. I would rather have a Mavic 3 Pro would be more of an upgrade for me.
Shit, when you see what that 1 inch sensor can do, you will have a cow. You will
Well,
go,
I don't doubt that it's
what?
going to be a good picture, but I want a variable aperture.
Oh yeah, I
Point.
totally get that. But you're talking about the Mavic 4. Because that kind of stuff has been kind of saved for that line. Like we don't ever see a Hasselblad lens on anything but, the Cadillac, the Mavic series, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Do you
1 inch
think
sensor's hard to pass on.
you think they would be able to, like, with a firmware update, implement the 5.2K
The
on the Air
three
3S?
um I would think with the 1 inch sensor and a 50 megapixel, because it takes a 50 megapixel. I don't know how it breaks down. We would need somebody more video technical to tell you for sure on that one.
Right. And me personally, I don't use, I've only used the tracking on the drone maybe one time. So that's not the beacon is definitely a cool feature, but I don't have a use case for it. I don't,
What is it? DJI RC Track is what they're calling it.
it's got a good ring to it.
Yeah, it does. But I thought, because I've been making a joke, if anybody's ever seen Crocodile Dundee, where the guy pulls out like a switchblade and he goes, "Oh, you call that a knife? That's not a knife. This is a knife." And that's what I said. DJI was like, "Hey, Scotty, you want to mess with us? You call that a beacon? No, this is a beacon." So they're like, they're not, it would be even cooler if they named it the same thing, the DJI RC Beacon. Because, I mean, that's what Hover did, right? He said, "You'll like the price tag." Enjoyed the live stream flights, Randy.
Appreciate it, Bob.
I don't know. Wait a minute. So you're passing on the Air 3S? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
No, I'm talking
I
about Bob too. Yeah,
oh
I know
Bob.
you are. Because I
Yeah.
figured you said that if it didn't have variable, that was it for you. But then you're talking about they're going to charge you another $600 to $900 for that variable,
Yeah.
and that's just for the drone.
It is a hefty price to pay for the feature, but it's a huge inconvenience for me if I want to go out and do long exposure and then go right into doing video in the same flight. I got to land, take the ND filters off, and then you got to figure out which ND filter you need when you do use them. So it's just a
Well,
inconvenience
see,
thing.
and Angel is going to be here sometime. I don't know. Does anybody know the score of the Phillies game? Because Ron said he was coming when the Phillies were done. I'll
Let me
check
check.
myself. Yeah, go ahead and check. Go ahead and check while we're talking about this. But I'm going to go ahead and share. Let's see. I thought I could share that. Yeah. Okay. And then I will bring it in. Here we go. Add the scene. I'm going to make it big. Okay, and I'm gonna go
Were
over
they playing?
here.
They playing the Mets?
I have no idea who they're playing. I know they're playing in the playoffs, I think. Okay, FTI Consulting. And if you get a chance, watch Russ's video over at 51 Drones. He gives you links to this as well. I can throw a link up in the chat if you want to. But also, it's kind of a long link. I'm not sure if the whole thing will go through. Basically, they tested the drone to see if there was any weaknesses, as far as data getting in or out, or third party, software seizing your data or catching hold of it or anything. And what I saw here, like you can see, it says drones, and the only ones listed is the DJI Mavic 3 Enterprise Series Thermal, the DJI Mavic 3T, and the application is the Pilot 2 firmware version 10.1030. And what I was asking is, does the Fly app have a local data mode? And I'm just too dumbass to know it. Oh, the Mets one. Wow.
Yeah, I think it does. I think Billy Kyle made a video about that.
That it does have a low data mode.
I'm pretty sure it does.
Even the Air 3. So we're just saying
Did a
in
mini?
general, it's in the Fly app somewhere. Okay, so
Right.
let's just do a Google on that. We'll do Google uh, DJI Fly app low data mode. Ooh, and yeah, it's there right there. Low data mode prevents flight app from connecting to the internet and sharing data, and it even gives you step by steps how to activate it.
Bob says he is buying the Air 3S.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Gonna keep your Air 2S. Yes. Here, I'm waiting on the angel. It's killing me because I have a plan too. I have a plan of what I'm gonna do too.
Now,
So,
I may end up getting one down the road, but as of right now, I
look,
mean, if they come out with a standalone, maybe use it with the RC2 I already got and the batteries. But I'm not holding my breath because they still haven't come out with a Air 3 standalone.
well, here's what I would suggest to you. If I would wait until the Mavic 4
Yeah.
is released and get you a killer deal on a brand new Mavic 3 Pro.
I was thinking about that.
Cause I'm thinking plus, or get you a refurbished one at an even better deal,
Yeah.
and have a little DJI refresh on it too. Oh, and yeah, I wish I didn't have as much motion sickness as I do, so I can't get real radical when I fly FPV. I have to kind of stay at neutral. So I need a really big space to go rowdy in. So anyway,
Well, one of the things I learned, try to stay higher up off the ground. You don't get as sick if you're higher up,
oh,
in my
something
case.
something else I wanted to bring up, but we should have brought up already. To the people in Florida, we're thinking about you. Please stay safe if you're still down there. I know Dan got out before everything got bad, but he said it was already back to back, bumpers on the highway,
Yeah,
and
it's
so
supposed to be
anyway,
pretty
he's
bad.
chilling out. Let's see.
I think it's down
Nobody.
to a Cat 3 though, so that's a little bit of good news.
Well, it's already made landfall from what I could see. It looked like it had already hit the land. So that's, I mean, the biggest thing is how much rain it's going to bring because that ground's already saturated. Like
Yeah.
who was it? Was Ken was talking about it earlier on Johnny's stream about, yeah. See, they're getting 105-mile-an-hour winds in Tampa,
Yeah,
and
that's
there's no telling
crazy.
what the gusts are hitting at.
Mm.
So
Hopefully
yeah.
everybody that was in high risk areas got out.
Well, I can do this. We can do this. I think I had it earlier. Let's go here. We'll bring up I'm gonna bring up the satellite first before. Okay, no.
I agree, Bob. Vada 2 is pretty awesome.
Well, and did you buy it right when it was released, or did you wait a little while?
I think I bought it the next day.
Yeah, yeah. See, and the thing about it is I can understand owning an Air 3 and not getting the Air 3S. Like if I was you, I would kind of maybe play with selling it for a reasonable price. Put it on
Right.
marketplace and see if you get any bites, or if everybody just keeps undercutting you and go, hey, if I don't get my price, I'm not going to sell it. Put it that way. So y'all don't if y'all don't want it, fine. And then you never know, somebody might jump on it. But usually I'll give them, if I really want to get a new drone and get some money, I'll give them a hell of a deal. One that's like right on the edge of being ridiculous, but not maybe crazy, but not ridiculous.
Right. And if
You
I
know,
do, if I don't want to sell it, but if I do end up selling it, I'm not going to sell it on eBay because eBay, they take, like, it's like set like almost 20%, I think.
what I,
Maybe more than that, like 27%.
I like Facebook Marketplace and local meetup, and you take them
That's good.
somewhere like 15 feet from Best Buy's front door. That one. Say, hey, Bruno, make sure you go know the security guy at Best Buy before hey, Frank, what's up, buddy? You want to buy my drone?
Now, see, I had the Avata 1, but the Avata 2, I think that was a considerable upgrade with everything combined with the goggles, the batteries, with the charging hub, the lower noise,
Yeah,
and the
and
camera
the
camera
camera.
quality, the
Yeah.
SD card slot. I mean, all
That's like,
around.
because I told everybody, because I was almost like, it looks to me like they put the Avata camera on the Neo because the Avata didn't sell quite as well as they wanted to, and they still had that frame. So they put that on the Neo, and then they built the rest of it around it. I don't know. It's just a thought from me because I know it's probably a newer sensor, yes, but it's still the same half-inch frame that they were putting on the original Avata. Anyway,
Right.
I'm just guessing. I don't know for a fact about it, either one of them.
Who knows what kind of Frankenstein stuff DJI does?
All right, he's here now. Okay, so let me put this back in.
Oh, I was on stage.
Yes. So
Happy belated birthday, Ron.
Thank you, Randy. Appreciate it.
was the
Yes,
food
sir.
good last week?
Yeah, I had crab cakes. I had a real old fashioned seafood.
I have to watch my seafood intake now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because if I don't, and I'll wake up with the toe that looks like it was in a damn Looney Tunes cartoon and got hit by a hammer. You know?
Okay.
I love crab cakes.
Oh, I love crab. I love shrimp. I love lobster. And you just throw it at me. But as I'm
Randy,
getting,
tell Bill in the area where we grew up, we got some of the best crab ever, right
Oh
from
yeah,
Eastern Shore, Maryland, and all that.
it's the best. It's better than king crab. All that.
Oh yeah, it's the crab we grew up in Baltimore. We'll call it Baltimore crab. That's the best crab in the world.
You bet.
I've never had any of that crab, but
Maryland
I've
blue
had,
crab is
yeah.
is is the best. I've had a lot of different crabs,
Like a
and
lot of people out here eat Dungeness, and I'm like, it's not my favorite. I would rather have like one of the king varieties, but because we get like 3 to 4 different king varieties depending upon the season. Okay,
Right,
so
where
let
I
me.
grew up with Bill, when it's in season, you could go to just a little roadside seafood shack and get a bushel of crabs and crack them open, and
Ron, up
have a little
here, up
beer. And
here, up here, you can get you a license in a crab cage and just go right out and throw it in the water and bring it up and have your own fry. You can just do it
you work a
yourself.
little harder to get the meat out of a Maryland crab, but it's worth it.
Well, it's
once
the
you
same
got
way with
you
the
got to know the
Dungeness
skills
crab.
up, Randy, right?
Yeah, you had
Yeah.
the same way with the Dungeness crab. But it's like hey, I'll cheat with a king crab any day. But okay. So let me make this big again, and I will talk to Ron. Because I was asking Ron about this. I looked at this, right? And this is the one that everybody's
Oh,
talking about.
our FTI
It's
Consulting.
great news, and it's the cool thing is we looked at it too. So we do know for a fact that the only thing that they tested was the thermal running the Pilot 2 version. But then I went ahead and Googled it because Billy made a video about low data mode and
Okay, yeah,
saying that
yes,
it runs through all the drones. So
yes.
basically, it runs in the Fly app. I went over here. Okay, let me go back over here. Let me pull this down. I will go ahead and close this and get rid of it. Boom. All right, cool. Did that work? We'll kick it out the door. And then I will bring this page in. And come on, Bill. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. All right, here we go. This is for the Fly app. I got to bring it into view. Boom. Gonna make this big. This is the search I did. You can see the search at the top. what I put in so that you all can use it too. Let me get back over here. So basically, I typed in DJI Fly app low data mode. The AI brought up, yes, DJI Fly app has a low data mode, which prevents the flight app from connecting to the internet and sharing data. It tells you steps: one, you go to your settings in the Fly app. Two, choose navigation and privacy. Three, turn on local data mode. It's that simple, folks. So,
I've done it already. I think on my Air 3, it's been in low data mode ever since Billy put that video out.
oh, so that's what I'm saying. The whole what they're saying is this low data mode, since they did this one, the only way that they could claim that there was something hiding in there would be from a different firmware or something. But all of them have this low data mode, which basically cuts them off from the internet completely.
Right.
And what was it in Russ's video? He was talking about how you oh shit, what was it? Because he was talking about how this was showing about the proof and everything. So you can go link his video and send it to your congressperson,
Yes.
or
Yes.
you can also go to Drone Advocacy Alliance / Take Action, and there's like a little sidebar off to the side where you can put the state and the region that you live in. And I guess I should kind of pull this back down again.
And Drone DJ's got an excellent article recapping all that information also.
Wait a minute. Come on, get off of yeah. Kill it. Remove it from the scene. Go away. No more. Exit shell screen. There we go. Now you said who, Ron?
Drone XL has a good article where they kind of summarize all this information.
Okay, so here's and I'll show this too. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Nemo.
Nemo said he's never had crabs earlier.
Guess what? Guess what Nemo has now?
A little DJI Neo.
Hey, Mike, are you gonna be able to come next week? You think? Send me a message on Facebook if you can, buddy. Is this food therapy? Yeah, you know how we're going Squirrel early, buddy. But anyway, okay. So let me get back. Okay, I put that link in again. Let me scroll down here. Only crab I have is my old lady. No, my old lady's pretty sweet. She puts up with my shit. That takes a lot. Tar Heel Drones, good to see you. Glad to have you in the house. Anybody that I've missed, please say, "Hey, Bill, you missed me, you blind." Insert your own expletive, but please be nice. Speaking of crab cakes, who's buying the Air 3S? Yes, I want one. And hopefully I'll still see you guys afterwards. Okay, so yeah, right here, you see where I put this in.
If I order one now, I'll probably get it by Christmas.
I don't think the Air 4 will be out until after the new year. Okay, so I got this up here. This goes to take action. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up the screen. Let's go over here. I need to share again. Take action, share. I got to bring the damn thing in. God, it's so much work. It's like I'm doing some kind of show. Excuse me, I'm going to have to cough.
There it is, a Drone Advocacy Alliance here where you can contact your
and you can see it says choose to choose and use your drones. Blah blah blah. Okay, and as you can see, I'm scrolling down. It says new oppose the Countering CCP Drones Act campaign, social media and cause. You can go over to the sides. You can see over here. You can post on Twitter. U.S. senators, You can put in your information, or you can make a phone call. And it kind of gives you your information, You can post all this, and you said what now, Ron? Say this again.
Oh, I thought you were coughing because I was just reading off the website. I wasn't adding anything important.
Oh no, you said that was it Drone XL or Drone?
Oh, I said Drone XL also wrote an article where he mentions all this stuff, mentions Russ's video, so that could be a good summarization of everything.
Yeah, it's just sending Russ's video in going no, or you can actually send them a link to the report that I had up earlier. And again, I'm going to say this again. I hope everybody in Florida is safe and protected. And please just take care of your loved ones and don't do anything crazy. Wait till this thing blows over. Let me stop sharing and kill this. And then come back over here and look at you guys. I was playing the Air 3S, the earlier. So, but I didn't know about low data mode. I think that it had been brought up before, and that Billy had mentioned it before, and we just, yeah, here you go. You know when they brought low data mode into the Fly app, September 18th, 2020.
Yeah, I mean, Billy has that video, and it may go back to sometime in the summer where he bought he went and bought like maybe a Mini 4 Pro at Best Buy, and he set it up. He at one point he had to create he created a username, email, and a username, password to get to what do you call it, to get what's the word when you register drone, not register drone, but you I can't pull the word
Activate.
out of my mouth when you initiate the drone or whatever. What am I trying to say? Every word, but
Activate. When you activate it.
activate it. But after that, he canceled the email and all that, whatever. He never had to hook the drone up to anything again after he did that initial activation. He took it all the way to low data mode and showed it. That drone, outside of that initial activation, has to ever be online.
But you could technically update the firmware and take it back offline, right?
Well, you could. I think you could even put it on a memory card and put it in the drone and never have it online.
Very cool. Very cool. Do you see what John's saying? If the DJI app is so safe, they should submit it and get it back on Google Play Store.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole drama with the
I don't get
Google
that
Play Store
either.
and Android and whatever. So, John, I can't comment because I don't understand any of
It
that.
doesn't make any sense.
It
Doesn't
makes
DJI
it
make the light cut app too?
the light cut. Yeah, I think so. I
That
think
one's
so.
on Play Store.
Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why some people with certain Android phones can't download certain apps. I don't get that whole thing.
You know, I had an issue where the Ronin app and the Mimo app, they wouldn't open. I was having issues opening them, so I erased them and I went to the DJI Download Center and I clicked on download the ATK, and it just said initializing. It would never download. This went on for about 3 weeks. Finally, I went on my computer, went to the website, and scanned the QR code on the
Mm-hmm.
computer for the app, and I was able to download it that way.
Gary, are you going to buy an Air 3S? Because I know Gary's going to get his 107. He already has his Neo.
Okay.
He sent me this video the other day. Does anybody, Ron? I know, I doubt very seriously Randy would know. Ron, do you remember the movie? I think it was Don Johnson. It was a boy and his dog.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi classic from the early '70s.
Right, right. And then it was like Gary had it in follow mode, and then I sent him back a message, a boy and his dog, because it was following him around the yard.
I mean, Don Johnson looks like he's about 18 in this movie.
I believe DJI to stay away from. Oh yeah, I wonder if you're in low data mode, you won't have any geo zones.
Nah, they're still there.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Of course, well, even if you never update it at all, you still have whatever the geo zones were when you got the drone.
Oh, so he's gonna buy the tiny whoop because apparently it's inexpensive, and he's
Okay.
also gonna buy the Air 3S.
He's going on a spending spree over there.
No, not
Mhm.
necessarily because he doesn't. He's not bought anything
Right. He's
big in
making up for
DJI in
lost
a
time.
while.
Yeah, making up for last time.
Yeah. Hello, Jim. What's
Well,
up?
Jim, good to see you in here. Of course, Jim's got that little Neo up in Canada.
All right, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna go food again, but this one is a review.
Food review.
Yes, okay. And I'm going to tell, just like I told Randy, I said, I ordered and ate the Krabby Patty collab meal so that you don't have to.
You ordered it. Did you get it delivered by Uber Eats or
No, we,
something?
we went through the drive through and picked it up.
Okay. Okay.
I guess our first bad omen was when we pulled up to the sign. You see on this side of the drive-through this big thing talking about the Krabby Patty meal and the Krabby Patty Frosty and the pineapple lemonade, da 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 da, and getting all excited. And we're like, "Yay! All right, getting a Krabby Patty meal." Okay, so then we pull around to the front where you can actually see the menu where you're preparing to order, and it says, "Sorry, we're out of pineapple under the sea frosty mix, and we're out of pineapple lemonade. So I said, okay, well, I guess I want a medium Coke, a medium fry, and a Krabby Patty burgered with just one patty.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. We can do that. So,
Okay.
and we tried their saucy nuggets, which were okay, but they're just the pressed nugget with sauce slopped on them. So, if you like that kind of stuff, they're okay.
I mean,
I like
that's like going to Chick-fil-A. You don't have any of the sweet tea.
I like the garlic parm. The garlic parm was okay in the saucy nuggets. Okay, and on to the evening here.
Jim Jones says we're going Squirrel again.
Oh, we've been squirrel before Ron even
Okay.
arrived.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Did Mike say he could make it next week, or did I miss that?
I don't know. I don't think he's commented yet.
Okay, yeah. Can you make it next week, Mike, or send me? He may have sent me. I don't see a message. Anyway, back.
I'll talk to Mike and get him firmed up tomorrow.
Okay, cool. But anyway,
He said
uh, like
yes.
like I told. Okay, cool. Like I told Randy, I was disappointed because I had seen the reviews online that said that the Krabby Collab meal or the Krabby Collab patty or the burger was basically Wendy's version of a Big Mac.
Okay.
And my wife and I both ate one, and then we were like, meh. What was strange, I guess the first cue was when they were out of the other stuff. It tasted like the Krabby sauce had been diluted in order to make it go farther because they were out of everything else. So I don't know. It's just what it seemed like to me. Maybe if I wait a week and get another one, that the next one will actually. But it seemed like the Krabby sauce was diluted, and
What?
maybe.
Yeah. What's the Krabby sauce made like or with or?
Well, like I said, they said it resembles a Big Mac. So I'm assuming like a Thousand Island dressing with
Okay.
a little
All right.
twang to it,
Okay.
So, but like I said, this one was more like Krabby syrup. It
Yeah.
was
I
just kind
don't
of
know if I
drippy
really
and
want
runny.
a hamburger special sauce on my crab sandwich, but I'd
It's
have
not a
to taste
crab
it
sandwich.
first.
It's a hamburger. It's a
Okay.
regular hamburger with lettuce, tomato, pickles, and onions,
Okay.
and Krabby sauce. Crab
The only thing
supposedly
crabby about it is the sauce.
right, yeah.
Okay.
Supposedly
Okay. I
Crab's
wasn't
secret
getting that.
sauce.
Okay.
This is supposedly what makes it a Krabby Patty is the secret
The
sauce.
secret sauce. The
Yes,
secret
so
crabby
yes,
sauce.
this is yes, the secret crab sauce. But although it comes wrapped just like a regular Wendy's burger, there's nothing special about that. And from what I've been told, even though we missed out on the frosty, it's basically like the pineapple topping that you can buy in the grocery store, and they throw it in the cup and whip it up and go here. So I was rather disappointed. But my next venture will be the Shirley Temple Seven Up.
At the same place.
No, not the same place.
Oh,
Supposedly you can buy it in stores. There's a
really?
new flavor of Seven Up, Shirley Temple.
Wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Now, Bill, I haven't drank a 7 Up in a long time.
Well, neither do I. It was just something that I found because every now and again it's one of my little side quirks.
Hmm.
I look for new releases of food,
Hmm.
hence the Krabby Patties, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
So I look for quirky little things, which is kind of cool.
Wow. Shirley Temple.
So let's go over here, and I'm going to bring up what Jasper's talking
Good
about.
old Jasper Ellens.
Well, he did have one thing that Igor didn't come all the way out with, which was kind of cool. I thought.
And those guys are even going back and forth in those release dates I saw on Twitter.
Well, yeah, and but if you remember, they were both wrong the last time on the Neo, completely wrong.
Yeah, well, remember, Bill, they may have been right when they said it, and DJI may have pushed the date back after they said that. So yeah, that may have
That's
been the right
true.
date when they
That's
put
true.
that out there.
Okay, I need to
Yeah,
share.
it's
Let's
hard to
see here.
blame somebody when they get a release date and then the release date's changed after they
Angel,
put
we
it out
hope you're safe. I know he was coming back from Puyallup, which is going to take him a little while. Duh, duh. Excuse me, I've got the
there. Well, I
Coca
mean
Cola.
the any of these dates, 15th, 23rd, makes sense since almost everything's leaked out now, Bill, except for like the final price or whatever, and the final release date. We know it all now.
Yeah, that's true. And can we see this now?
There's
Yeah,
no
we can.
mystery on this one, guys.
Well,
Even
it's like what they
even
did
Deacon's
before.
out there.
Yeah, and here's the picture. I should have a clean picture probably in the next 24 hours without
Oh,
all
it
the
doesn't have the
watermarks.
X27 on.
Yeah, they won't have all the watermarks and stuff on it. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here. It's called the DJI RC Track. Goes with the Air 3S. Tracks moving objects such as vehicles and cyclists. With this, you can take off, enable the tracking features, switch tracking angles, return to home to the predefined location, and land the drone. All with voice prompts for added convenience.
Wow. Now, Bill, let me ask you the key question here. Will this be an Air 3S exclusive um, device and feature?
To be honest with you, I would say yes.
At least for a while, huh?
I think well, like Randy and I were talking about earlier. Let me go ahead and I'll pop this back down. Like Randy and I were talking about earlier. We like, I think we know the S line of the Air series is going to be the 1 inch. We're pretty much confirmed now because two S models have both had a 1 inch sensor on them. Okay, and they know that the market's going to be there for that. They know that little niche market's going to be there for that. Like people like me are going to go, yeah. And anyway, if you can offer Randy good money for his DJI Air 3 package deal right now, it's got to be only $20 under retail markup. so he
Yeah,
can purchase.
DJI did his dirty by putting that big sale on the Air 3 the other day.
Well, we know that's a given. That's it. Like it's like gonna have. Hey, Herman, what's up, buddy?
Herman.
Let's see. What was I gonna say? I'm just sitting here floating
You
around.
you were going on about anybody. Randy's going to upgrade if he gets a good price.
Yeah, but I was talking about the beacon, and then you were talking about there's nothing left to know. They've even given us DJI's already come out with the confirmed date. We can see the two windows. So
I don't think Ron heard. I'm a little disappointed in the Air 3S.
go ahead and give it to him.
Yeah, let me have it, Randy.
I some things I was hoping for. 100% I was hoping for a variable aperture. That's
Yeah.
one thing I really want. I don't
Yeah.
want to get another drone that doesn't have a variable aperture.
Yeah,
It doesn't shoot 5.2K.
right.
What else? Uh,
It doesn't take a 20 megapixel photo.
He's not gonna
that's
convince his
probably-
wife to sell at that price.
It doesn't take 20 megapixel photos, and I really like taking photos, which is why I want the variable aperture.
Because
So-
we all know that those pixel binning 48 megapixel photos aren't as good as the 20 megapixel photos off the Air 2S.
Yeah, so you might as well. You're getting a 12 megapixel photo, and now I don't disagree that it's probably going to look a little bit better than the Air
In the right
3,
situation, but not
That
all.
doesn't make sense,
Right.
though, guys.
but it's not a huge upgrade.
It doesn't make sense. Think about it. Because if it's truly a 1 inch sensor, if they may not do it to begin with, but at some point we should be able to get a clean 20 megapixel camera or photo out of that 1 inch sensor, shouldn't we? Because think about it. The original Air 2S was, what was it? It wasn't quite 1 inch. It was like 0.962.
Yeah, they all say that they're never true 1 inches or something. Yeah.
So yeah, and but we were getting 20 megapixel pictures.
Just like we did in the Mavic 2 Pro.
Right, and the Phantom 4 Pro.
Right.
So that's why I'm
Any
thinking.
Phantom 4.
Just
And
because there's some things, if you've noticed, that they may not, that the leakers may not have right now. There might be one or two little quirky things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
Two
final
little
software
quirky
different.
things that they just don't have. But
Hey, the one thing I want to say to Randy is though,
yeah, Mavic
can't
3
always-
Pro.
yeah, you can't always get hung up on the specs. When the Air 3S comes out, it may be good beyond the specs. There may be some secret sauce in the software and stuff like that make it a much better drone than you think it's going to be. Just like the original Air 3. The Air 3 was a much better drone in real life than it was on the spec sheet.
That's a good point. That's definitely a good point.
That's not saying the Air 3S is. I can't say one way or the other, but it could be.
My biggest disappointment is that variable aperture. because like I was telling Bill, if I want say I want to go up and take some long exposures, and then in
Yes.
the same flight I want to go take some video, I gotta land, take the ND filter off,
Yep.
and
Yep.
it's just
Yeah.
inconvenience.
Exactly. And you know, all tell were there what they're like they're I can't. What do they call the series of drones? They're drones at an equivalent price point of the Airs. They have variable aperture.
The Evos.
Well, they're all
Right,
Evos.
but I'm pretty
The
don't
Evo
we?
Lite, the Evo Lite it's had a variable aperture for years.
But
Yeah,
we
I don't
think
think it's
we're
that
pretty
big.
sure, don't we think that really and truthfully the Hasselblad lens and our sensor, our lens, whatever you want to, however it works, color profile works with Mavic as well as the variable aperture. So it's going to be with the big boy, just like the 1 inch is going to be the S in the airline, right? You get what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So I don't think, I mean, it's a great thing to wish for, but I think that DJI's kind of already given us their parameters on how and what's going to stay specific to a particular line because they know that there's going to be people that want that Hasselblad lens or in Randy's instance want that variable aperture. And like I suggested to Randy, I would wait until the release of the Mavic 4 and get you a Mavic 3 Pro either refurbished or a brand new one.
But that's a very good idea. But the way their pricing has been going, it may be a little cheaper than what the Mavic 3 Pro was when it was new. So I mean, if the Mavic 4 comes out and it's only $500-600 more than like a used or a refurbished Mavic 3, I'm gonna get the Mavic 4.
Oh, Randy, I'm gonna say when the Air 3S finally does the real release date, and you sit there and watch all the review videos of it from the big influencers, I want to hear your thoughts then, after you've seen
It's
all
going to
the
be
things this can
tempting.
really do.
Yeah, I agree.
To do what you're going to do, you may have to embargo yourself. You may have that day it comes out, you may have to turn YouTube off and not watch any videos.
Wait a few weeks for all the hoopla to die down.
Bill, you muted yourself somehow.
You're
And you
right.
know, they actually took a minute of flight time from the Air 3S because the Air 3 has 46 and the Air 3S has 45 minutes
It's the extra
Okay.
programming.
extra.
But what I'm saying is, here's the deal: when because it was less than it was, I think, wasn't it less than a year when the S came out, and that's what bit
Yep.
Best Buy in the ass because
Hmm.
everybody was bringing back their Air twos
Choose.
and getting the Air 2S because, like Ron said, people were having this. We even had a show. We were talking about we don't think it's going to be an incremental update. Remember, that was one of
Yeah.
our favorite words back then.
Yeah.
It's going to be an incremental update. And then they dropped it out. And everybody just went, wow.
Yeah, that was a
And
huge upgrade
and
from the
everybody
Air to
said
the
that
Air
that
2S.
that should have been the Air 3. Remember? We
Remember,
all said
it
that.
not only wiped the floor up with the Air 2, but it encroached on the Mavic 2 Pro's territory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And now it's even more versatile because it runs some of the enterprise software, correct?
Right, because it takes the SDK kit. I tell you what, if they could come out with some, I don't know, plus batteries for the Air 2S
October
you could
15th.
just keep selling out with a plus battery. If you gave it an extra 10 or 12 minutes of battery life, it would still be a perfect drone.
You got that right, Ron. The Air 2 platform is a really nice stable platform.
October 15th is the release date. Tuesday, October 15th at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Oh yeah, you're getting that from Igor.
No, it's the DJI's already put it out.
Oh, when did it come out?
It's on there. Oh, God, you got to be kidding me. Hang on. I'm going to share this.
I looked at email all day long. I didn't get the
No, it's not
email,
an email.
Bill.
They put it on Twitter, on
Well,
X.
what's wrong with sending us an email like they used to?
I don't
Are they
know.
slipping over there, Bill?
Hang on. Did I put it up here? Let's see if I can switch it. Let's just
It's
go to
not on
here.
the DJI website though.
Hang on. DJI.
You sure it's not a fake, Bill?
Look. Here we go. I just typed in DJI Global. Watch me scroll down. Can you see this?
Uh
I want to
huh.
make sure you can see this,
Make
right?
it, put it big.
Watch
Make
me
it
scroll
big.
down. What do you see, Ron?
Oh, there's Igor's
Doo-doo-doo.
promo.
12 hours ago it came out.
Yep, he's right. It's
So
there on Twitter.
you're talking about 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Chase the
Hear
view.
it? Can you hear it?
Yeah, but Bill, what day? Okay, I can't hear. What day will it actually be for sale though? Is the key question.
You mean
The
for
23rd may
delivery?
be the first day you can actually order it or get it.
November 10th.
Yeah, yeah, of 2025 or something.
Nah, you want to hear something
Yeah,
funny?
right.
I think this drone's ready, guys.
Is ready to rock.
I think it's ready. We've been
I'll,
see,
I'll,
think about
no, I'll have that drone before the Neo shows up. My Neo's still
it.
not here. I ordered day one. I ordered the Neo like at least an hour or two after it was released that day. I still don't have it.
Oh wow, that's
A month
crazy.
ago, more
Did
than a
you
month.
order it from DJI? You ordered it from a
I,
couple of places, I thought.
I ordered both the kits from Amazon, and both of them got they both got delayed like an extra 5 days, a week or so after I did the order. So supposedly it's coming tomorrow.
Oh,
But I'm
DJI.
I'm
Jim says
officially
that
the last
DJI did
person
send
in
an
America
email.
to get the Neo.
Whatever happened to Tammy Jean and what's his face? Hmm.
Well,
I think they
they became drone millionaires and moved to Hollywood.
Uh,
I heard through the grapevine they're in Splitsville.
yeah, and I don't even think Max is on social media anymore.
Well, Max was in a chat. I want to say 2 weeks ago. He wasn't in the chat, but when you typed it at M, his name came up.
Oh
In
wow.
the
Well, maybe he'll offer you $50 for that Air 3 then, Randy.
yeah, right.
Oh, watch other live streams, you would know. I'm like, I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not the gossip rag here.
Exactly. We're not the proper people to be talking about that.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, but yeah, I think a
Mike
lot
got his
of lines of
yesterday
what
from
Randy
Amazon.
said.
Oh, Mike, because you live right near. Mike's got a place Fort Worth. He's got a right down the street from him. Mike, I'm still waiting, brother. I'll fly that Neo one of these days.
Yeah, and if Mike crashes it, he can have it fixed really quickly because that's where all the repairs are done.
Neo
Right,
arrived
right.
yesterday.
If it was still halfway fly, he could just fly it down there.
Oh wow! So it was in a local warehouse.
Mike always
That
gets this stuff quick.
well, I've got a big warehouse sitting down the hill from me, but I'm not going to order from Amazon. I gotta order my crap on time, man. Oh, DJI
Well,
fulfillment.
you could on Amazon. You could do like I forget that there's a couple big those payment companies. You could do it on there.
Right, but well, I like
Xfinity or
B and H.
whatever it is.
B and H has been cool to me because
Okay,
it's not. It's 12 months same as cash.
right, right. Yeah,
So
you could get those deals like through a third party on Amazon too.
Okay, so
so
the Chase the View is on DJI's website, official website. It's
Oh,
not
it's
on
on there now. Okay.
it's not on the DJI store website. It's on the DJI.
oh, so you go to the
So
.com.
main
Randy,
DJI
is that the 15th? Was that next Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Yep. Yep.
Tuesday?
This coming Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Oh wow.
So we'll be able to talk about it Wednesday.
Oh, wow. Maybe we'll have it by then. Well, Bill, you said if everything went right. When I ordered the Pocket, not Pocket, the Osmo Action 5 Pro, I got it the day after it came out. It came out on a Thursday. I got it on a Friday. So it's possible I could have the Air 3S the
It
next
won't
day.
give it to me. I have to clear my cache, I guess, because I'm logged in, so it's not taking me to the front page. That
Oh.
sucks. The DJ,
We
what
got
now?
Bob Casey reports Milton makes landfall near Siesta Key, Florida.
Oh wow!
I've been to
Hope,
Siesta
I
Key.
hope everybody
I've
stays
driven through
safe.
Siesta Key.
Yeah, I hope everybody's hunkered down.
Yep. And then let's see. Thinking about getting my 107. You know what's funny? I know Gary's got to be somewhere near you, and he's getting his 107. Ron does, and so does Randy. Not me though. I was just wondering about Tangerine. What's his face?
I've even did the whatever the second test around, or I've done.
Yeah, I got to do my second test in March.
Got 2 more Neo batteries plus 4.
That
prompts
test
delivered
run
by
is
Saturday tomorrow.
is like a no brainer, right? Like you can't pass it or you can't fail it.
Right, you just keep going until you pass.
Hang on, I'll throw this up.
That sounds
What I
good
would
to me.
do. So let me share this page. Okay, I'm gonna put up. Go to X if you're wanting to find the DJI
I'll go back to
stuff.
it. But if you don't want to spend all night doing it, you better read the study materials over, because if you keep doing it over and over again, you could be all night if you didn't study.
Let me go ahead and make this big, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm going to search for. I'm just going to go right over here. I'm going to go DJI Air 3S.
Grumpy got his Action 5.
And you can see here's Jasper's one of the leaks. Here's Jasper Moore. Where's the oh whoa. Oh, that's the old Air. Whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
there's a live
No,
sensor.
this is where did this come from?
George Fox cinematography.
We got a 1/1/3 medium telly with the
Right.
I'll know great. Which you're going to
Looks
35
sounds
degree
like
field
the
of
same
view.
exact lens we already have.
Well, upgraded throttles or up
Yeah,
through
yeah.
what is it? What do they call it? Through something?
Right. It's just like the the Action 5 Pro, an all new 1/1/3 CMOS sensor.
Digital zoom from 3 to 9 times.
That's the old one has that.
Now, why is it so difficult for them to make the tele lens a 1 inch as well? Like on the Mavic 3, that should have been a 1 inch.
Yep.
This is actually a smaller sensor if this is correct than the original Air 2S. You
Okay.
see right here it says format
94
equivalent
inches. Yeah.
24.94 inches.
Well, that's
Maybe I'm
probably
wrong.
why.
It could have been the exact same thing
Well, that's
for
probably
the
why I
original.
can't take the 20 megapixel photos in.
Well, it might be too that I'm completely wrong. I'm usually wrong about a lot of shit. That's
Well,
why I like reading
we'll
this
let them
stuff
Google
on
search
Rob.
and we'll get fact check, Bill.
Yeah, somebody will fact check us, right?
Fact check us.
Anyway, so
And I don't know why it can't take 5.1K or
Oh, and
5.2K.
here's the box again. Is that supposed to be that's the same one, right? That's the still RC2.
That's according to what. Yeah, it looks like it's the same exact thing we have now,
Yeah, okay.
which is fine. It's a great controller. I mean,
Yeah, this is off of Igor. And then here he's showing the 1 inch.
the 1 inch.
Now,
Yeah.
if you're planning on keeping, if anybody's planning on keeping their Air 3 and getting the Air 3S, I would almost recommend get the RC and the N3 with it, just in case you want to do live streaming or have the different controller.
Yep. So
You can pick that up separately, probably
you'd
too.
have a selection of controllers. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Have we
That's what I would-
verified yet that the DJI RC N3 will work with the Air 3?
If I'm not mistaken, I had my Air 3 out yesterday, and I believe there was an update for compatibility with the RCN3.
and the batteries will work.
Batteries are compatible. Yep.
But I do believe there is. I'm going to bring Angel in now.
Oh, we got Ride That Angel Waves here.
Ride the Angel. He rode it. He rode it all the way home last night.
Angel, were you stuck in traffic again tonight?
No, he had to eat real quick.
Where I live for work.
Uh-oh,
Did you hear me or no?
I hear something fired up. Yeah, we can hear you. Something fired up. Did y'all hear it?
That's
I
the
heard
Air
a
3
drone
that's the Air 3
starting.
firing.
I heard a drone starting. Okay, here you go.
Okay.
Here's my plan. I'm really thinking about this hard. I'm thinking about selling my Mavic 3.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my Mavic 3 and the
Oh,
two
boy,
batteries and the case and
maybe.
everything. And selling the Skidio for dirt just to get rid of it.
Right.
And keep the Air 2S. Try to sell the Mini 3 Pro. Keep the Mini 4 Pro.
Right.
And take all the money that I can get out of those. And, go ahead and get the Air 3S.
Right.
And then put the money that's left over towards the big boy when it comes out.
Poor, yeah. I mean, one thing you have to admit, the Air 3S sounds like it's going to be the most technologically advanced drone DJI has out.
Yeah, exactly. And it's going to be like kicking the Mavic 3 in the head.
And everything but the camera quality off the main lens.
What's weird is like we were all talking about the 50 megapixels, but no 20 megapixels.
And
The quad Bayer.
This 50 megapixels would be real teeny tiny megapixels, Bill. The teeny tiny ones.
Right, but I would still.
Right to the 20 big ones.
Okay, Randy, which would you rather have, 20 megapixel or 50 megapixel out of a quad Bayer?
But yeah, you got
20
to ask
meg.
it right. Would you rather have 50 tiny pixels, or would you rather have 20 big pixels?
20
20
million.
megapixel.
Big pixels.
Yes.
Same.
But the quad Bayer, it's you're still cutting a single pixel into 4 parts, right?
But
That's
from
why.
past
That's how you're getting
experience,
those 50 megapixels. You're cutting your full pixel into a bunch of tiny pixels.
Right. So it's not that it's creating a better. To me, it would seem like it would be more
It's fake.
possible
It's
for more
faking like you
distortion.
got better resolution in the background, but you don't really.
but from past experience, the 12 megapixels has always been better than the 48. So it's not
Yeah,
really.
in most situations, in some situations where it may look better, but predominantly, and also like if you shoot the 48 megapixels, it slows you can't take pictures as quickly in a row. You have to wait for that 48 megapixel
That's
to do its thing. So if you want to snap off a bunch of photos, always go with the 12.
Yep, that's a great point.
Because all the 48 meg, it's like your iPhone or something like that.
Right. So,
And now you got your iPhone doing, what do you call it? That funny word, like AI photography.
okay, but right, Ron. But here's the deal: if we don't have access to a 20 megapixel raw image
Right.
off the sensor,
Right.
doesn't that make you kind of wonder if it's really a 1-inch sensor that they're giving us? Or if they've just found some, maybe instead of it being a quad Bayer, it's an oct Bayer.
Bill, this is just my theory alone. I could be all wrong with this, but I think they're so hung up on low light now that they're giving us, these different sensors with these smaller pixels. So on the video side, they can get better low light. Well, in other words, we're sacrificing photo quality on the photography side to gain low light on the video side.
That's what it seems like.
Just creating another problem for us somewhere down the road. I swore I saw a drone outside my window last night, and I was taking a shower.
That guy must have had one of those new drones with all those megapixels on it.
Yeah, it's one of them special night drones, and it barely made a sound.
Yeah.
Noticed it when
But
I
it
go
wasn't
live,
the
I get
Neo.
it.
I would have heard that thing out there.
The what now? The
It
Neo?
wasn't the Neo because the old lady would have heard that out there.
Well, it's
Yeah.
kind of. Is it as bad as the original Air?
We'll have to test that. But if anybody still has original Air around,
Yeah, it has an original Air. Hey, Angel, what's up?
Hey, but if I want to test it, I'll just go on eBay and buy original Air for $100.
Yeah, oh yeah, probably. I wouldn't. I'd like to have one of the upgraded Phantom 4 Pros. What's the final one?
The V2 something.
Yeah, but there was like another one that they
Yeah.
like put
The one
another.
that came out with AccuSync and all the stuff at the end.
It had like it was like an enterprise kind of version,
right.
but it had the V2, you
Yeah.
know, with the little monitor and everything.
Yeah. More or less had a lot of technology the Mavic had.
All right, another squirrel moment. So,
Yeah.
I haven't. Go ahead.
Did anybody get anything good on Prime Day?
I ordered a bunch of USB-C cables for my new iPhone. iPhone whatever.
You got a 16?
I went from from light. Anybody wants to buy a bunch of lightning cables? Reach out to.
We lost Ron. Ron's gerbils are going away.
Ron turned into a robot for a second.
Yeah, it was like they were attacking.
I probably
your
got the phone too near the.
We
equipment.
do odds. We do odds. So it'll be another. Have you done any? Have you played with the AI yet, Ron?
Well, that's not coming until the end of the month.
Anticipation.
I just got the phone today, so I just did the transfer from the old phone just a couple hours for the show.
So this is your
Lloyd
first.
still flies a Spark once in a while.
Lloyd still has his original Air and Spark,
Lloyd, can I borrow the Air for testing purposes?
or you can just record it and we'll just compare it decibel
Just
wise.
send the sound in, and
Yeah,
I'll.
we'll record it decibel wise. The original Air only.
Ron,
Air,
from the iPhone 14 to the 15, I think that was the biggest upgrade, was changing it to USB-C.
yeah, yeah.
That lightning cable was Pain.
And I'm one of those people. I still got a bunch of other lighting devices around. Like I still got the, I still got the original, headphones or whatever. I'm not going to buy the new ones. They're no difference except they got a USB-C cable. I'm not paying $500 just to get a USB-C things. I still got lighting stuff around. I still got
Yeah.
all my headphones. I didn't upgrade these because the only difference was they changed the lightning the thing. I'm not paying the full amount of money just to get a connector.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
See,
I
Ron?
bet.
Bill's recording this.
No, it's the 13. I use it for like my Memo app and
Oh,
stuff like that.
Now,
So it's
see,
I
I'm
already
not an
traded mine
iPhone
in, so
user.
I don't have
yeah, it
the old
is.
phones.
See?
I'm not an iPhone user, but my wife is. So if we ever had to take chargers, we always had to have two separate chargers. It was just a pain.
Oh, now you're good. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, now we're
Well,
both.
most of the chargers now I have. It's kind of funny because they'll get away from it now eventually, but a lot of them come out with two connections to it anyway.
Yeah, that whole lightning thing didn't mean anything to me to the phone anyway because I wirelessly charge like 95% of the time anyways.
Sold your original Air to Joe Blaler.
I never put the old phone. I got the old phone still here. I never put the old phone on a. I never plug it anyways. I just charge it wirelessly.
That's a good point.
I mean, probably like for Apple, I don't think they're probably going 5 years and not even have a connector, just wireless charging.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go Squirrel again for a moment. Anybody knows me?
On the phones.
They know that I also collect Hot Wheels, and I
Yes.
belong to the RLC club.
Yes.
And this one is a 1975 Chevrolet Monte Carlo, and
Ooh.
here's the case.
body.
You can see, pretty
Oh, I
cool.
like that box.
Okay, but no, you haven't seen the box that the car is actually in. See, this is pretty sharp. It's got Hot Wheels on the side,
Southern California one with the
Hot Wheels
pond.
on the end, and then you can see the
Yeah, I
75
like the
here.
75 logo.
And the red line here.
Oh,
Okay,
the red line,
it's about to
yeah.
get loud. Hopefully my wife grabs the phone quickly. Anyway, so and let me I'm sliding it out now. So you can sliding it out.
Unboxing
Bill?
here, folks.
You still got a landline?
Huh?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Oh wow,
Look at
look
that
at
bad
that.
boy.
That's pristine, Bill.
Now I love the paint job too, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's nice.
yeah.
I wish it would focus on it. Focus
I
time.
thought Bill was gonna. I wish I could get one to, like
You can
a
look-
real one.
It's super shiny too. I love that. It's got the paint like when you get like a super treasure hunt in the store.
And Bill, did you used to be able to go in some kind of just random stores and pick up some good ones?
Yeah, you can still do it today. There's super treasure hunts and treasure hunts. They actually have a little emblem on the back of the card. If it's gold and it has like the red line tires on it, then it's a super treasure hunt. And then if it's like a super silver one, then that's a treasure hunt. And there's treasure hunts usually run say $15 to $25 to a collector that really is interested in it. Super treasure hunts run anywhere from $25 to $50 depending upon which model it is. These they go crazy over because they're RLC.
What do they sell in the stores for, Bill?
They don't sell these in the stores.
Okay. Well, what's a regular Hot Wheel cost in the stores?
No, anywhere from 99 cents to $1.50.
Oh wow, they kept the prices down. Hey, Tar Heel Arrows is saying he still doesn't see anything about the Air 3S.
Tar Heel,
On-
click that link I just put in there and scroll down. It's the
Okay.
second window down.
Okay.
Oh, he said he went to DJI.com and didn't see anything. We were talking
It's
about.
right there.
I was talking about Twitter.
It's right under the Mavic 3 Pro.
Hey, hello, Mendez. Mendez Drone Ops is with us, Bill.
Yeah, I said hey
Oh,
and
you
wait
got
till
him?
we really
Okay.
before
Okay.
because we were in the middle of intense discussion.
Intense discussion about, probably, food.
Oh yeah, he's saying he got an email today. I haven't really checked.
Oh, I got it. I
be
looked at
honest
my
with you.
email shortly before the show started. I had nothing.
I will go right. I
No.
haven't gotten any. I think I said for them to notify me, which means they'll probably notify me. Tuesday morning?
Yeah. After the drone comes out.
Yeah. When
Can I share my screen real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do I have anything shared? Cool. No. Yeah.
Okay. Is it sharing?
Boom.
Yes. Boom. There it is.
Okay. Click the
Thank you, babe.
DJI.com
There it
link
is.
right.
Chase the view.
That's funny. I don't have it on mine either.
Well, now it changed to the Pocket 3. There was a Mavic 3 Pro up there.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Oh,
running.
okay. I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
Let me see if it
move
works.
that little arrow. You could that top one's changeable.
Okay.
The arrow on the right or left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One
I
more
see it.
time.
Just
There you
scrolling
go.
down.
Not too
Yeah,
slow.
you just scroll down the one, and right there it is. Yeah.
All right.
So we got that straight now, folks.
Yeah,
Right? At
we're
least we
all
got
good there. We
somebody.
got it figured out now, people.
Thank you, Randy.
Scroll down. Oh, yeah.
No
I was going to
problem.
check to see if I got an email from DJI. DJI.
DJI's not
Still,
talking to me because they know I'm angry about the Neo not getting here yet.
What? What were you going to say? What?
you still you still got
They know I'm pissed about the Neo.
you still
Huh?
got a landline?
Yes.
You're
Have to have
probably
a
the only
landline.
person that I know with still got a landline.
Oh no, I know a few folks with the landlines.
Ron's like, I'm not going to say it's me, but I know a few people.
Well, we had the house remodel here, but I used to know where the landline used to be in the kitchen or whatever. But they when they remodeled the kitchen, it's gone now. The
Well,
fix.
it's what is that, V over IP? So it's technically going over the internet, but yeah, it's a landline because of our business. We have
Yes,
to keep a landline. So
yeah, and
Okay.
but business you still go to business have landlines, right, Randy?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, but that's the reason we still have a landline is because of the
But
business.
like my sandwich place down here at the shore in the summertime when they're real busy, they have a whole row of landlines ringing off the hook.
I
Right.
got
I'm just saying, like
nothing.
I haven't been in anybody's house that actually had like a landline phone in a long.
Johnny said he used to have one in his old house, but it wasn't connected for years. But the kids would come over and play with it. I mean, it wasn't connected anymore, but they like to play with it.
Oh wow! So in a hard line. The cool thing is it draws its power from the line,
Oh wow,
so
yeah.
it will still work when blackouts and stuff like that happen. It will
Hey
take
Angel,
something serious.
do your kids even know what a landline is, Angel?
No, I'm sure his kids don't know what a landline is, Ron. Yeah,
They don't know
they're
about a
40 years
rotary
old now,
phone. They
man.
don't know about VHS. They don't know about any of these things.
They-
No. Give like a Generation Z kid like a rotary phone, and they'll be like, "We don't know what to do."
you imagine them trying to dial, yeah.
No, no, really, really, really,
Be like,
really.
"Call this number. Go."
I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna get slapped for this one again too. But you can have like safety awareness. You can say okay, and you can set down the rotary phone and plug it in. And say, all right, now if anything happens, you call me, and walk out the door.
So you mean Angel, if your kids were standing by like a landline on the wall and started ringing, they wouldn't know what to do, right?
Or if they needed to call, could they call?
Could you imagine the kid saying, "Hey, Dad, there's some box on the wall making
Can you
some
hear?
noise
I don't
here"?
hear Angel. Angel, we dropped out on Angel's audio again.
Why? Hold on. Let's see.
No,
Better
we can
now?
hear you now. We can hear you now.
Could
Okay.
you
Very
imagine
Yeah,
faint.
Angel?
I don't know if they would know how to call. Be like, call one of y'all's number, and they'd be like,
The dimmer switch. Yes,
Do
I
you
was
think
still.
they would know how to use a rotary phone?
You mean it's
That's what he was
"Yeah,
talking about.
we
Do we,
got a
that's what
spam."
we were
so
talking,
Yeah.
we were
remember the
talking about.
push
Okay,
button
okay.
They would have no clue.
when phones went away, they were push buttons.
Well, it's just
Mhm.
like he was saying here,
Easy.
the dimmer switch in the car.
Oh
And
yeah.
well, I
There's a
know
button on the
people
floor.
now that people are like, they're like, oh, I miss, ignitions and keys and door locks, and they're like, what? What? You don't just push the button? Now my kids aren't like that. My kids are older, so they do know, Plus they're from the Philippines, so they know, all about that stuff. But anyway, what else
I
was
guess
there?
the landline was all around the world. That's probably something universal. Every country in the world probably had landlines at one point.
Yeah, and they all probably had them a lot longer after we did.
Yeah. Well, I remember, man, it was so because remember party lines.
Well, I kind of, but
I never had a party line.
yeah.
I was
I
never
mean,
on.
I knew what they were. People talked about them, but by the time I was old enough to use a phone, they weren't around anymore.
It's like Mayberry. What was it? The Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah.
Hello, Sarah. Sarah, you there? Can you get a hold of Aunt B and get a hold of Virgil and everybody?
Yeah, can
And
you
then,
imagine calling and somebody in the neighborhood you're trying to call answers the phone? You don't know who they are, you know. I tried to call Rainey, I'd get like his neighbor 3 doors down or whatever.
Since two of
we
you have a Pocket 3, question. I'm looking at Amazon Prime since Randy brought it up.
Pocket
Okay.
3, yes.
There's a gimbal cover piece. I don't know if you've ever seen these things.
Gimbal cover for a pocket?
yeah.
Wow.
I've seen people
I think
talk
Start
about them.
RC has one.
Yes, that's what I was looking at here. It's on
Start
sale.
RC has one. It's like a 3D printed thing, and you
Oh,
fold
wow.
it over, and you can actually have the screen open, if I'm not mistaken, right? In the on position. I think it's really crazy. And to answer this question, uh,
Do you think the sensor in the airfield is actually going to offer better video than the
no,
Mavic
not
4
than the new
Pro?
drone.
I
No.
can care less for the zoom. I hold out for the Mavic 4 for bigger, more capable drone. No, I would guess that the Mavic
I
4 was going to
it's
have
gonna.
better video quality in the Air 3S. I mean, that's not much of a guess, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because it's going to have the Hasselblad color science, which is actually going to be, in my personal opinion, is pretty much the purest and most true to life color
Yeah,
science that I've seen.
you can't beat that
I
Uh,
mean, but of course, if you're going to film in D-Log M the whole time, it doesn't really matter. But if
Here
you're
you
going
go,
to
Ron. Here we go from
oh,
Start
oh,
RC. From
oh, I'm
Start
sorry.
RC.
I'm sorry. I actually have. Well, yeah, sorry. See, I actually have one, Angel.
And what do you think of it, Ron?
Oh,
Let's get
yeah,
the
Ron's
review
got
right
the
now.
hiccup.
What do you think, Ron?
Well, I can actually bring it on set here if you give me a couple minutes to find it. But yeah, it's good. It's thinner than the one that comes with the Pocket 3, so it easier fits in your pocket. If that's saying the word pocket too much,
Well,
but yeah.
Angel said if you're already done with it and already done a review and you're not really using it, you could always send it to him and he would do a review on it as
Of
well.
course, the thing is, though, he could get it cheaper order from Star Seed than I could shipping it across country to him.
That's true. That's
That's
true.
why Marcus and I stopped giving each other anything anymore because it was cheaper just to order to have it delivered to the house. Because if you take something to the post office UPS, it costs way more than buying it something cheap.
Give it a couple more years, Mark. Just make a big paper airplane and put the shit inside it and throw
Amazon,
it.
they also have the
Pocket 3.
Hold on,
What? What?
I'm coming right back, Bill.
Okay, yeah, cool. Well, now, what did you say, Angel? Go ahead, Ron.
I don't know how. It'll take me 5 minutes to figure out how to get out of here. Oh, yeah, I don't know how to get out of here.
No,
Angel,
you
your
could just
audio
cut
cut
your
out.
cut your camera off if
I
you
don't know
want
how to do
to.
that either.
Okay, can you see your microphone? A little bit of camera right next to it that says "disable cam" on the bottom.
I see it, but nothing happens.
Oh, wow, crazy. Well, just take off, Ron. You don't have to. It's not. We're not really. It's like, oh my God, they're going to not consider
I
us
got,
for
I,
an
I got it.
Emmy.
I got it.
There
They're
you go.
not going. They're
So
not
what?
going to consider us. We're no longer in consideration for this year's drone TV show Emmy Awards.
I got a couple of the Samsung Pro Plus 128 gigabyte cards. They were
Mhm.
$12 a piece.
Holy shit!
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's nice. Very nice.
And
Hey, Mark, what's up?
also, hold on. I think you're good.
The new okay, and going over here to what you said here, I'm asking the Mavic 4 Pro is going to kick everything's ass, but you're talking probably 3 years until it comes out. Here's Ron.
Okay, one disadvantage is it only holds one filter in there rather than the two that the one it comes with holds. So, but it
Can you
is
put it?
much thinner and lighter, much easier fits in a pocket or a bag or whatever than the other. Of course,
Looks like you could 3D
I'll have
print
more
it to me.
protection up top.
Looks like you could 3D print it.
It does. How much do they charge it for it, Angel?
$15.39.
Well, that's not too
That's,
bad.
that's, that's probably about the right price. And you probably can you see this is kind of like a felt material here to keep down scratching. It's all felted from here
Oh,
down
very
to
cool.
where the filter
Is
goes in.
the snap over cap felted too? The top part?
Yes, it's a felt material in there too.
Oh, very
And Ron,
Not a
cool.
like,
Very
thick
cool.
felt, but felt nonetheless.
will that close with the ND filter on the camera?
Yeah, I believe so, but I haven't tried that in a while, but I believe
Dusty's calling us old guys because we were talking about dimmer switches and rotary
I
phones.
mean, it's very smooth. It closes. You can see that it's precision close, makes a nice snap, so you know it's closed. I mean,
Oh, Mini 4 Pro.
it is kind of like a 3D print thing
Oh,
almost,
okay,
but
gotcha.
it's a good 3D printed.
Okay, you want to know? You want to know? He says asking about the Mini 4 Pro compared to the Air 3S. Okay, I'm gonna tell you straight up, the Air 3S will kick its ass.
Well, the Air 3
The Air 3S,
already
the Air
now,
3 will kick its
so,
ass. But
yeah.
the Air 3S will definitely kick the Mini 4 Pro's ass.
Oh, we better stop saying ass. We'll get demonetized again.
It's not. That's okay. That's okay. Look at this. We're showing our age.
I mean, pretty much, what we're hoping for is I don't pre-review anything, whatever, or just based on specs, but we're hoping the Air 3S is the best, the best drone basically in the line that's not a Mavic.
Yes, exactly. But basically, what happens is,
What we hope for, Bill, is we hope the Air 3S closes
Here you go,
the gap
Ron.
between the Air series and the Mavic series.
Billy's been going to those games, hasn't he?
Yeah. Well, he won't be going anymore. It was 4-1, Mark. But again, what we're hoping for is the Air 3S.
Oh, they already got kicked out? They already lost?
Yeah, it was only a 5-game series, and this was.
Oh, is it sweet?
It was 3-1. I mean,
Oh.
the series was 3-1. Sorry, the score was 4-1 today, but they lost the series 3-1. But
Oh,
my
wow.
point is,
That's sweet,
again,
yeah.
I think the Air 3S is going to get closer to the Mavic series than ever before, as
Right.
far as quality, features, and whatever. Well, even the one thing, the Air 3 and the Mini 4 Pro actually had more technology things than the Mavic 3 Pro did, or whatever. They didn't have the camera quality, but they had more features.
And the tracking was better on the Air 3 than the Mavic 3 Pro.
Right. They were more advanced outside of the camera, the main camera.
Yeah.
So, and of course, since the Air 3 was more advanced, the Air 3 is that's going to be a lot more advanced until we see the launch of that Mavic 4.
Yeah, because
But like Bill said, it could wait until next year. Even though I know people are going to say they filed for their FCC approval, but that may just be a placeholder. So if the ban comes in at the beginning of next year, they're already good because they already got their FCC approval.
I really wish they would make the Mavic 3 Pro compatible with the RC2.
Yeah, which is so late in the game now. That's probably not going to happen.
This is really freaking me out. Because it's saying a true 1-inch sensor is bigger than the Mavic 3's micro 4/3 sensors.
If you look at
I want you to see this. I'm going to show this.
1 inch isn't much bigger than a 1/1/3 at all.
Right.
No, it's not. It's not really.
Get that pie chart out that shows all the sensor sizes. A pie chart that shows them all inside, going all the way up to full frame and beyond.
But the 4/3 is a lot bigger.
Okay, here, Bill's got the pie. Well, what have you done?
This isn't a pie chart. This is what it's talking about, because the Air 2S was capable of shooting 5.4K at 30 frames per second, or is capable.
So this is, but okay, this true 1-inch sensor that did talk about it. What they just give me a random true 1-inch sensor. Tell me what device has this true 1-inch sensor.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
I mean, I don't. Is that just some kind of a pie in the sky thing, or do devices actually have the quote true 1-inch?
Well, if you look down here, it's talking about a table of contents. Why does sensor size matter? DJI Air 2S 1-inch, and it says 100% crop. Okay, and it's talking about the Air 2 with the half. I don't understand what they're talking about.
I guess they're saying, that it's that if it's, I think when they say 100% crop, they mean like if you go higher than if you go 200% crop, then the quality degrades or 300.
The 2S had a 20 megapixel resolution camera. It shot 4K at 30 frames per second. It had a 4x zoom, and it had 5.4K, but was limited to 30 frames per second in quick shots. So it may have more.
And remember, Bill, now we get this more skewed because some of these lenses are what do they call stacked? and the stacked ones look better.
Yes, that's true. We're definitely going to have a stacked 1 inch sensor probably,
So that
or
that
close
that
to
means
1
that's what
inch.
I'm saying, Randy. You don't think that maybe the Air 3S is going to be which one, but maybe these things are going to be stacked in such a way that they look much better than what we're used to from the 1 inch, say from our Air 2S or our Mavic 2 Pro. In other words, these could be the best 1 inch looking sensors you've ever seen if they stack them right.
Right. So the Air 3S's 1 inch 4K could look like 5.2K of.
That's a key word. Could we can't pre until we actually see the video from the on when the influencers put about the video out that week when the day it comes out, we won't know this.
Right.
Yes, it's like a little bit over three
But
quarters of
but,
an
but,
inch.
but I mean, why does okay? I have the Air 2S and the Air 3, and when I do standby side by side video comparison videos, almost everybody admits they can't tell the difference. So why does the smaller sensor Air 3 look as good as the Air 2S with 1 inch? Because probably the other one stacked and whatever, and that makes it look as good as the bigger sensor.
Right.
It's because you're
And it's
talking
got better
older,
processor.
older
Right,
sensor, better processor,
right.
better through point, whatever. So
Yeah,
it's going
I
to be.
could go out and shoot 5 point whatever K on the Air 2S 1 inch sensor, do everything to the max, and it doesn't look any better than the Air 3.
Okay. What's the difference in years as to when the Air 2S was put out and the Air 3? Because you know that, like you said, you're going to have a stacked sensor. So technically, in a weird kind of way, you're putting two sensors there because it is, in a weird way, stacked. But
Mhm.
each part of the sensor handles a different spectrum of light coming into that sensor, which kind of helps the overall processing, which makes it a better picture. I can see all that. I get all that. I understand why it works that way. But now throw into the mix. Okay, what is it? The 1/1/3 is like 0.82, and this one's going to be 0.94. So that's a decent
Yeah,
difference.
there's a difference. Yeah,
We're talking probably anywhere from 5 to 10,000 pixels, right? Well,
right,
five, yeah,
right,
roughly
right. And we've seen the
in
same
the
thing.
quad Bayer format.
We've seen the same thing on the camera side. I've seen camera channels take the Pocket 3 and they compare it to full frame cameras taking video, and the full frame cameras don't look much better than the Pocket 3. One is sensor because that one is sensor stacked or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know if you pixel peeped or whatever, but without pixel peeping, it does the full frame camera sensors. The video doesn't look much better.
So,
The videos are not better at all.
like I think that Randy may have stumbled on something too, that a lot of people are also going to be put off by the not having a 20 megapixel photo.
Yeah, well, I've been saying that all week too. I'm saying here's the big thing. Why do we only get 12 megapixel? In fact, I don't have we ever seen a 1 inch sensor on a drone or a DJI product that didn't have 20 megapixels before?
What makes
I
no
don't. I don't
sense
understand.
is it's supposed to be a quad Bayer sensor. We're figuring that much, and it's
Right,
stacked.
right.
Okay, a 12 megapixel is going to net you a 48 megapixel. So, what is this? A 14 megapixel camera?
12 megapixel.
So the new camera is still a 12 megapixel 1 inch sensor, which is
Yeah.
basically what we had before, right?
Well, no, we didn't because of course the Air 3 did not have a one
I'm
inch,
talking about the Air 2S. I'm
and the Air
sorry.
2 had. No, they had a 1 inch with 20 megapixels.
Right.
They didn't do
But
any pixel binning.
it's when I look at it though, it's still a 24 millimeter. So it's still the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
0.94.
yeah. The field of view is the same. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So it's
you
like
know,
12.5 megapixels.
or something like that, which
Yeah,
is
yeah. I
really,
mean,
really
I
strange.
mean, when people say about 5 point something video, why do they only say it in the 5 range? Nobody says
There you
4
go,
point something
Randy.
video, 8 point. So I call five as five. You know,
Absolutely, Dre. That
yeah.
is the reason why I probably won't be buying the Air 3S is because I said the next drone I buy is going to have a variable aperture.
And
I
maybe
want a
because
very
maybe it said all ties in. Maybe because that new
Excuse me.
1 inch 12 megapixel can't handle the variable aperture mechanics that would go in the older style 1 inch.
Yeah,
That's a good
see,
point.
that's
I
that's what doesn't make
Maybe
any
I'm
sense.
just making this stuff
I
up.
think personally they want to keep the variable with their flagship, give them a reason to buy the flagship over the Air 3S.
It just makes no sense
Yeah.
why they're going, because the original Air 2S, like Ron said, took a 20 megapixel picture. So now we're basically, I mean, how do we? The thing that kills me is what doesn't make any sense is why we're getting a 50 megapixel picture as opposed to a 48 megapixel, which makes me think you've just figured we're still getting the 1/1/3 sensor, and they're just claiming it's bigger because they found some way to magnify it or something. It
Well, we'll have to
doesn't.
do a side by side comparison and look at the sensor size, see if
Well, I
it's
mean,
actually
you do
bigger.
the. It's okay if it's a true 20 mega. If it's a true 1 inch, then you got a 20 megapixel photo. If it's a quad Bayer sensor and it's stacked, then you're going to get what, an 80 megapixel photo, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's really 1 inch, and unless there's some kind of new math coming up, how in the hell are you getting 50 megapixels from a supposed 1 inch sensor? I don't
Yeah, yeah,
understand how we're gaining 2 megapixels
yeah.
from something that's supposedly at least like what 3/16 bigger sensor.
Yeah, I didn't get my engineering degree today, so I'm not going to be able to answer those type of
But
questions.
doesn't that seem kind of screwy,
Yeah,
almost squirrely, almost crazy? You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. But
I'm like, if you do the math and it's truly a 1 inch, we should have 20 megapixel base photos and 80 megapixel quad Bayer photos, which would be badass. Actually,
mhm.
even on a quad Bayer sensor, that would be wicked, man.
Yeah, yeah. But I again, this is just me theorizing. But I think all this stuff about not having the 20 megapixels and whatever the variable, I think all of that so it could get better low light. I think all these sacrifices are so it could do better in low light.
I don't think it's so. I think it's even shorter of it being a 1 inch. Yeah, there you go, right there.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yep. I think he's right.
And you
He's
can
very
you can
right.
actually see it too. You can actually see that bad boy.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yep.
Now I
Of
wonder.
course, it was the biggest drone we've ever seen from it. So they had the room. They didn't have to make anything smaller that fit into
Yeah,
a
they could carry
compact
that
foldable
payload
drone or
easy.
whatever. They could do anything they wanted on that big full size
They could
monster.
carry that payload easy.
If I
Yeah,
want to know how if they're
True.
putting in a higher capacity battery, it's got a bigger camera sensor, it's got the lidar sensor on the front, but overall it's lighter than the Air 3.
Which shouldn't
So,
slam into walls like they do
well,
sometimes.
what did they remove to make it that much lighter?
right, right. Because it looks like it's the same body style and the same batteries and all that.
Well, you yourself pointed out we've lost a whole minute of flight time,
Yeah.
so we've actually put more in there technically.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
it's just
but
sucking
back to
more
what Dre's
juice.
comment about the Pocket 3 not being one sensor, he may not have been here. We said earlier, or asked the question earlier. Besides the Phantom 4 Pro, what DJI consumer product has a true one sensor? I think it's zero. Or name me any what consumer drone, DJI or anything has a true one sensor.
What Trey
I
just
don't know of
said,
any of them.
the Mavic, the Phantom 4 Pro was the
Right.
last.
Again, outside of the Phantom 4 Pro, has there ever been another DJI or Autel
We started
consumer
hearing all
product
that
that has a
weird
true one
sensor shit
sensor?
about the Mavic time. They were the new experimental sensors doing this, and the new experimental sensors doing that. You know what
Right.
I mean?
But of course, what happened is that size trumped the camera performance for a while.
Yeah, true,
You
true.
know,
Okay, so here's the deal. I want to go. I got to do a couple things really quick because I've
what
got.
time is it, Bill? Oh, well,
Yep, yep.
we're almost at 10 o'clock mark
Yeah, we
here.
got because we're doing pretty good. But what I want to say, I want to give my streaming recommendations. I'm going to say if you haven't already seen it, you know that Deadpool Wolverine's out now, and also Beetlejuice is out now. So I recommend those if you're going to purchase them to watch with your family and stuff because it's a lot cheaper than it is going to the movies these days.
Oh boy.
And let's see, other recommendations. The Penguin on HBO, very graphic, very bloody,
That's
very,
good, huh?
very dark, good
Oh,
Batman
boy.
kind of stuff. And you need to get into Tulsa King. It's starting to get really juicy now.
Oh boy.
Starting to get really juicy now.
Oh boy.
So if you haven't already, you need to go do, what is it? We're in season 3, season 2.
Season 2 of Tulsa King.
Yeah, season 2. So you need, if you haven't already watched Tulsa King, watch season 1 so that you're ready to go for season 2, and then catch up with everybody on season 2.
So I got one real quick here. We talked
Okay.
about it before, but Bad Monkey is finished now. So if you like to binge watch, go over to Apple TV and watch all like 10 episodes or 8 episodes of Bad Monkey. It's finished now.
They're out for purchase, Lloyd. So you want to wait another month or 2 if you want to get him on, like if you've got a platform or something.
Yeah.
So I think Beetlejuice, I don't know for sure. I know that they're going to put Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine is going to come on Disney Plus. Of course.
Really?
Well, yeah, because they've merged it with Hulu.
Yeah.
So they've kind of got all that on there now.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not sure how much longer Disney Plus is going to live.
Wow.
So that's the thing. It doesn't look like it's going to last a whole.
Not making money?
Well, I don't think streaming in general is making a whole lot of money. Not like it
No?
was, because
Okay.
people are getting out more and getting back into the regular things, so they're not cooped up at home as much, and they're
Plus,
starting
there's so
to.
much competition on streaming now.
Yeah, there's like 50 million things, and now the cool thing is that the local cable networks like Xfinity, they've started offering some of the streaming packages in package deals. Like you can get, I think it's Peacock, Apple TV, and something else for like $15 a month. So and that's through Xfinity, so which is cool. Anybody got anything coming up?
Hey, Bill, real quick, before
Go
we
ahead.
get there, we forgot to mention one thing that everybody forgot to mention in show this week. The Air 3S also, I don't know if it comes with it, but it has an available wide angle lens you can snap on the main one-inch sensor thing.
So it comes
We
in
ordered
the
a couple of them
Flymore
and leaked
kit.
the little snap-on 1-inch. I mean, 1-inch wide angle lens for it.
Okay, so the main camera.
For the main camera. I mean, these have been out before for like the mini series. I think even the Mavic 3 had one, but
I
this
think
one
that's
looks like it was
sold.
ready from day one.
That's sold separately, Bill. It comes with the 3 ND filters, and then I think the wide angle is sold separately.
Separately. But if that it's available, that I don't think the Air 3 ever had that package. And how about the ND filters going back in the Flymore combo, Bill? That hasn't happened in years.
That's pretty awesome.
Didn't the Air 2S have it in the Flymore combo?
Yeah, that's I'm saying it's years.
We're talking about
2021.
because the Air 2S. We're talking about the DJI has kind of showed us. Okay, the Mavic series is going to have the Hasselblad lenses. It's going to have the variable aperture. It's going to have the extended memory. The Air series is going to have the 1-inch sensor on the S side. We're going to have probably something very close to that on the original part of it.
And that 42 gigs of internal storage, that is, I like
That's
that.
huge.
Yeah, that is huge.
Angels coming behind me.
To do the webcam.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh god.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you, Angel.
It's like it's not Halloween yet, but okay, we get you.
Bill, you mentioned that the S series has a 1-inch sensor, but how can DJI go back to a non 1-inch on the Air 4?
Why? Because they did it the last time, and people bought it, right?
That's gonna be tough.
They're going to do it the same thing. They're going to talk about upgraded chipset,
Sure.
upgraded sensor, all that stuff, and then people are going to go, yeah. I mean, think about it. Okay, put it this way: has DJI ever let us down with the new model of a drone yet?
Let us down.
Yeah, let us down with. I mean, we'll all be like, oh, it's not really that big of an upgrade. It's not that much. But don't they always put out a product that is pretty much at least 2 or 3 steps above the last evolution?
I don't know. I'm going to be tough here. I'm going to say there's been incremental upgrades for a while now.
Right. But let's wait and see. It may be that they're just playing with us with this
I
1 inch.
mean, the last 2 home runs, Bill, was the Mavic 1 to the Mavic 2 Pro. That was a home run, and the Air 2 to the Air 2S was a home run. I don't know if you've hit. Oh no, I got one. The Avata 1, the Avata 2 was a home run. The Avata 2 was a
Big
major
time.
upgrade.
They listen to everything that people ask
Yeah.
for.
But the minis have been the minis, the Air 2S,
Well-
Air 3, a lot of incremental upgrades.
Spam.
Yep.
Yeah, he's still no sound, Angel.
We can't.
Nothing.
Yeah. It's okay, Angel. You can reboot.
Here's the
We're
Pocket 3.
You want the what?
The Pocket 3 was a big upgrade from the Pocket 2. He's right there.
Yeah,
But
for
the
sure.
Action 5 was just an incremental upgrade to the Action 4.
The battery. The battery mainly, right?
Yeah. I mean, how many? If you buy an Action camera for a battery, yeah, you got a big upgrade.
Well, I don't
Okay,
know. I think there's some other stuff that's upgraded from it.
No, it's a solid upgrade, but video quality wise, it's an incremental upgrade.
I skipped the Air 2S. I went from the Air 2 to the Air 3, and that was a huge upgrade.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, again, because the Air 2, the Air 2S was a huge upgrade. So it
I
was
don't
even
think
more
DJI
huge.
uses real
Yeah.
glass, do they? See, that's what I don't think DJI uses real glass.
Because that means they do look mighty nice.
But I
Yeah,
don't
they
think
do.
I don't
They
think
look-
they're glass.
I think that I don't know, Bill. I think they might be.
Okay, cool. That would be really.
Well,
cool.
we'll find out in we'll find out in 6 days.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what I was going to say because we need to wind things up here.
Yeah. We gotta get out of here. Bill's got things to
No,
do.
he's saying Air 2 to Mavic 3. Oh yeah, for sure it would be.
Hey, Bill, pump up next week's show before we go.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
big show coming up next
that's
week.
what I'm going to talk about. What I'm going to say is,
Oh,
okay,
go.
how many people? So Randy, you're a no, right?
For the Air 3S.
Right. You're a no. And Angel, you're a no, right? Angel's a no. Ron, are you a yes or a no?
I'm on the fence, but leaning towards getting it.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get it as long as I don't get killed. So, but I paid for it on time. So anyway,
Yeah.
All
I
right,
paid for.
Ron, would you buy the thing? Yes or no?
Buy what thing?
Which
Oh,
thing?
buy that thing. Yeah, the
Cover.
The cover.
Oh, the cover. If you don't like the one that comes with it for $15, this is a good alternative. Yeah.
If you don't like the one that comes with it, yeah, you can buy.
No,
For
I got a full review of this on my channel. Go over there and watch me put it through all its paces and whatever on the channel.
That's lots of hours. Go, Ron,
use my
go.
affiliate link because I can make 5 cents if you use my link and bought
For
it.
$15, just get it.
I can make 5 cents off that link.
Or buy a 3D printer and print bulk, and then sell them and make your own money.
Well, yeah, but don't take anybody else's business.
Who was it? Somebody was it Tom that I saw 3D printed a Neo case?
He put case. He 3D printed case for his Neo.
I thought that's what I saw. I was like, what? That's cool.
If you want a Neo case, I've already got to the review when it comes in. I got a hard case with Start RC and a soft case. So check my
Yeah, I
channel
saw
out
that you
for
were talking
Neo
about them.
cases.
I have a quick question for Ron before we go.
Yes.
All right.
The Action 4 to the Action 5 Pro, was that an incremental upgrade, or was that?
For video quality alone, it's an incremental update. If things like battery life and internal storage and all that is real important to you, then I guess it's a bigger upgrade. But if you're mostly centered on the video quality, it's an incremental update in video quality.
Okay.
But the other stuff besides that's nice.
Well, so we'll know everything
Who
for
could
sure.
argue with like 3 or 4 hour battery life, right?
Yeah,
Who could
that is
argue?
pretty awesome.
I've shot a whole bunch of video with it. I haven't used the memory card yet. I'm still using
So here's the deal.
Internal
So
and the internal memory, when you wirelessly transfer it, it flies over. It's like super fast or whatever, much faster than taking the memory card out and moving it around.
So
Yeah,
if
that
I'm
internal
not here
storage-
next week, we'll know I ordered it, but my wife wasn't happy. But if I'm here next week,
So how can you
Either-
not be here for show 300?
we'll either know for sure if I show up and I'm like,
Bill,
didn't
one
order.
question.
what?
Are you going to ask permission or beg for forgiveness?
No, I think she already knows I'm going to do it.
Okay.
It's not one of them.
And Bill,
I've-
how could you do show 300 without a fresh DJI Air 300?
You think that's gonna fly? You think
That could be
yeah?
your
But
that could
baby,
be
it's
that
show
could be your
300. I had to do
first
something big. It's either that or order a bunch of T-shirts.
one.
All right, folks. Yes, next week is show 300. We're going to have some special guests here. We're going to be absolutely batshit crazy because I still can't believe we've done 300 shows. My goal is to do 300 and at least do 365 shows before we retire, and I'll probably go further. But I wanted to have at least 1 year of me in existence somewhere on some thumb drive or
365
something.
At 365, we're gonna ride off to the sunset or something.
No. I'm just saying
okay.
I would like to do that many before,
Yeah.
after which point I would be like, okay, I made a year of it. So if somebody really decides they want to know who I am and how absolutely batshit crazy I am, they can watch a year of me doing this.
Oh wow, can you imagine that marathon?
Well, not just that. They might do a psychological profile on me.
How about
Just by
somebody
watching the
sit?
shows.
How about if somebody would sit down and watch all 300 episodes consecutively?
That would take a
Got a
while.
lot of time on their hands.
That would take a while. That would take a while. So anyway, I've got mad puppies and
Oh,
probably.
hey, Lon's in here. Do you go on daily? Well, Lonnie, do you want us to go daily?
No, I've been doing this
Could we do a
since
daily show?
since the first episode. If you go look at it, it's me, Dan Sampson, and Billy Kyle. And
Do you
Billy,
what roughly month and year?
I think it was Billy was a freshman, but he was still living at home because he basically came home from his bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was Billy's freshman year in college.
I may have saw that episode.
So and then
I may have been in the
the
chats.
second episode, it was me, Dan, Billy, and John Coopy. And then
Guys,
we
I'm
went,
gonna head out. I'll see you guys next week.
all right, see you
Yeah,
next
see you,
week, Randy.
Randy.
You got to go to work tomorrow. And then what was even crazier was there was a while. I think it was this. What did I call this? What did I call them? I think the Brat Pack or something. Dobo was on
Right.
with Billy and Billy's friend from. Billy won't talk to me. He's pissed off at me. I don't know why, but anyway, he won't talk to me. So anyway, that's just the way shit goes. I piss him off every 6 months anyway. I
Well,
don't
who
know.
knows? Maybe he'll show up. Maybe he'll show up next week.
I doubt it.
You never
He's
know. in
flying
this
everywhere and working everywhere. I don't have
business.
a whole
You
lot of
never know
extra
in this
time.
business.
But we were talking about who was going to order. It looks like it's going to be me and Ron, and no Angel and no Randy.
And Marcus Crawford's already down for ordering it.
Well, yeah, for sure. It looks like it's a
And
phenomenal.
I can't. I probably can't say this, but I think John Drone Flyers may order it.
Oh yeah, he said so on the stream that he's like, all right,
Okay.
I'm going to buy it. I'm lying. I'm going
Okay.
to buy it.
Hey,
But-
can I give you some more? Can I give you some secret information, Bill? Johnny Weekend and ordered the Neo.
I don't have any desire for the Neo whatsoever.
Well, I don't either. Even though
I mean, if I was going to get it, it would be something because I've got two grandkids that really want one who wants a drone, right? Well, his brother has one of those.
it can replace the Tello.
There's a new one. It's that Hula drone that's going to take over for Tello.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes out. It's going to be on one of those Kickstarter soon.
Kickstart.
Okay. Anyway,
We better
next
wrap
week
up
we'll be-
with 10:15, Bill.
next week we will be discussing the Air 3S and
Yes.
who survived ordering the Air 3S and who did not.
And I should have my Neo by next week's show.
Oh, very
Hopefully.
cool. Very cool.
Hopefully.
Next week will be 300, and I'm sure I will try to give away at least one or two sticker packs.
Oh, we're gonna
And
have big giveaways. Yeah, maybe we'll give an Air 3S away.
It's not in the budget this year, folks, even though it's 300.
Okay.
But I may try to do a T-shirt. I may do. We'll give away like a toy drone,
There
like
you
off
go.
of Vipon or something.
Maybe we'll give a Tello away.
No, we're not going to go
These
that
Tellos,
rich. I'm talking
I'm
a $15 to $20 drone tops.
Okay. You said this isn't going for much on eBay.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Oh, maybe somebody else said it.
Will it be a pre-order? I'm telling you, I don't think so. I think you're going to order it. They're going to ship it within 24 to 48 hours.
Except for me, I'll get mine in January.
Well, because you're not going to order yours till then.
No, I order mine day one. I just get everything late.
Oh, because your Neo was like they're trying.
The Neo,
You know what it is. You know what it is,
The
Ron.
iPhone was. I just
You
got
know what
my
it is,
iPhone-
Ron.
I got my iPhone today.
DJI
It came out a month ago,
found out you were a former Skydio owner.
and I'll tell.
Yeah, so they're like, no.
He gets
All
his
right,
head.
night, Jim. We gotta go. I gotta go.
Yeah. Good night, guys. Thank you for joining.
300
us.
next week.
300.
300. Tell your
Three,
friends. Come back, be
three,
crazy.
three.
Woo!